Today I'm doing two different things. I'm gonna do dare. Do a video with no jump cuts, and I'm gonna need something to talk about, so I'm gonna do truth, your most awkward date experience. So this is gonna be a little challenging because I always use tons and tons of jump cuts, and I always do so many different takes whenever I do a video, but I'm gonna do my best. No jump cuts. Here we go. So my most awkward date story is probably my first date. I've only really gone on one date, to be honest, because where I live doesn't offer many date options. So this one date was this guy that I kind of knew, not really, and I thought he was kind of cute, but I didn't really know anything about him. We just had like mutual friends and stuff like that. So we were friends on Facebook already, and I added him on Facebook. No, wait, we were already friends on Facebook, and I messaged him on Facebook being like, hey, do you want to go on a date sometime? And he's like, sure. And so we went out for dinner, and where I lived, this was at school, there aren't really many like date-ish places, and like one of the cliche things is to go out for sushi on a date, I guess. So we went out for sushi. I had him pick me up, which is really awkward because I asked him out on the date, but I didn't have a car, so he had to drive. We went and got sushi. It was alright. The thing is, like, at that time, I was really shy around guys. You wouldn't expect it, but when I'm around people who I'm trying to impress, etc., I hold back a lot, and I'm trying to impress them, and I don't want them to hate me instead of being the real me. Things have changed and stuff like that. But he was also very, very quiet, and so most of the time there wasn't much conversation, and when there was, we realized we had different interests and things like that. So dinner was alright. We were just eating and kind of trying to talk and stuff like that, and we had sushi. And so afterwards, we were trying to figure out something else to do because we didn't want to just end it with dinner. And so he had a fish tank that was empty, and so we decided to go buy pet fish. And I thought this was hilarious because we just ate fish, and then we went to go buy a pet fish. But then he's like, he didn't find that funny. And he was like, fish can be used for sustenance and pets. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. So that happened, and then we went over to his place. I was like, okay, cool, this is going somewhere. So we went to his place, and we were like watching TV, and we ended up watching this show that I've never heard of, and then it turned into Star Trek. And he's a huge nerd, and I think nerds are cute because I'm relatively nerdy myself. But he was really into the Star Trek, and I really wasn't, because I wasn't that nerdy at the time, I guess, or I wasn't expressive of my nerdiness. And so we were sitting there, and it was like decent because like we were like sitting next to each other. He had his arm around me and stuff like that. But I was so shy that I'm not usually, well, at that time I wasn't usually the person to make the first move. And so we just kind of sat there after the show ended, and I was just looking at him, and he was just looking at the TV, and it's just like, it's over. So I was just like, I guess I should go home. So he took me home, and I was trying this thing to see if he would start conversation because I was always the one starting conversation. So I was gonna wait to see if he would talk first, and so in the entire car ride home, we did not say a single word to each other. So it's like, and then we got back to my hall that I lived in, and he unbuckled his seatbelt. So I was like, is he gonna walk me? Is he gonna go in for a kiss or anything? So I look over, and I'm like, oh, thanks, and nothing happened, and I got up and left. So it's kind of weird because like there was no chemistry whatsoever. We didn't have anything to talk about, and we didn't get each other's sense of humor and stuff like that, so it's just very awkward. And I haven't really gone on any other dates since then, and that was a couple years ago. So my first date story is my awkward date story. So yeah. Don't forget to leave your truth, dares, etc. down below, or on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. Or you can do a video response doing this truth/dare, or doing a video response asking me a truth or dare, and you will be entered into the contest to win that Glee Blu-ray thingy. Yeah, I didn't mention this in the last video, but that contest is going to go until the 30th, and I'll announce the winner on the 31st. So you have quite some time to do that. And with that, wow, I did pretty good. I will talk to you tomorrow.